met quite a few people that are really, really into making their big visions come through. But today I'm very blown away because I'm speaking to someone who's saying he's going to transform the lives of 1 million people by 2025. And he's doing it through an online dating community. And what he also says is online dating is bullshit. So I am very excited to today welcome in my show, Jason. Hi, Jason.
How are you? Let's get right into this. So let's talk about 1 million. And so a million to so many people is such a big number. And even like a naturally, people say, I want to make $1 million. And like, that's always like the standard number. As
Yes.
this huge number. And it's actually such a small number. But why do people put like 1 million on a pedestal of like, it's such a big number?
Well, because for me, it is a big number. So I'm honestly very intrigued. We were chatting before the show, but tell me, why is it small to you? Because 1 million, I go like, wow, how?
Well, I will first start off saying that everything that we're talking about came to me in a download and the whole vision of this. But with that, I saw 1 million. And so transforming 1 million lives. So it was just part of this download I had. But to me, 1 million is small. When we're talking about right now, we're talking online dating. There's 240 million users online dating. 240 million. I only said 1 million, a very small number. We look at personal growth and wellness, the industry, it's a $35 billion industry set to go to 50 something billion in the next 4 years. So I don't even know what that equates to in terms of numbers of people, but it's got to be hundreds of millions. So, and the world is surrounded, well, we have like almost 7.5, 7.8 billion people. So a million is a very, very small number.
Okay, but then because you're based in the US and the numbers you're talking about, they are worldwide, right?
Yep.
So your platform is also aiming to go worldwide?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
we're not locked into one area. We're a global platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
But hold that thought though. So
yeah.
okay, I'm gonna shrink this down to just the U.S.
Yeah.
There's 44 million plus users of online dating in the U.S. alone. 44 million. So again, 44 million. 1 million is a very, very small number.
Well, if you look at simply numbers, it is, but it's like 44 million divided over how many platforms?
Of dating apps?
Yeah.
I'll say one because they all function the exact same.
Right. And you're going to all lure them into your amazing platform.
We are not only disrupting, we're completely reinventing the current online dating model. It's not a dating app. It's
Okay.
To me, dating apps has become the standard for the past 15, 20 years. That's all that has been. The only alternative is another dating app or another one or another one. They're all the exact same. They look different. They're branded different. The features might be slightly different, but they're swiping, matching, profiles. They're all the exact same. They're built the same.
Right.
If you took all of that and threw it away, we are none of that.
So what are you then? What I love confidence, but what makes you stand out?
Connection. Dating apps are built out of convenience, but relationships are not built out of convenience. They're built on connection. Connection is right now, you and me, we're in the moment. There's no distraction. There's no noise. This is actually intimacy. This is an intimate environment. We're able to actually get to know each other. We can see each other. We can talk to each other.
Yeah.
We also, you and I happen to value wellness and personal growth. I know you and I live in that arena. Like that is our life.
Yeah.
Well, when you can surround yourself with others who value wellness and personal growth as much as you do, because we're a personal growth and wellness platform, and we'll get into what we have.
Yeah.
That eliminates so many people already. And now we're doing the inner work. And first, it's people forget this, but it's connection to self first before others. It's relationship to self first before others. We're fucked up. We have that reversed.
Yeah.
Hence where we are in relationships and dating and right now.
And also why so many relationships fail, because we're all looking for the other to save us, while the only other person who can save us is ourselves. And you first need to be okay with you before you can be okay with someone. But
100%. And not only that, but even when you come together, to still continue the relationship with yourself. It
yeah,
doesn't end because you're with somebody else.
it
It
shouldn't.
actually, it's just starting at that point. It
Yeah.
continues on your own while your partner does as well.
So now I'm even more intrigued. How is your platform? Because you also speak about intimacy. Okay, so that immediately gets me into the bedroom. But you're
Yep.
speaking of a different kind of intimacy.
Intimacy is not, I mean, yes, you can say intimacy in the bedroom, but intimacy is actually just being completely open with somebody else. To me, like if there's an equation, intimacy times vulnerability equals connection. We've created an intimate environment, as is XXO. It's a very intimate environment where when you provide that environment, people can just open up.
Yeah.
They don't have a fear of being exposed for who they are, which is the beauty of all of us. It's being it, as an individual, is opening up and not fearing being judged. And so to me, when you can have an open conversation, it creates intimacy, regardless of, it's not always, in a romantic level.
Okay, I like that. So what does your platform do? Because you speak about personal development, that's number one. So is
Yeah.
it larger than dating?
Yes. Yeah. Dating, it's dating yourself first. Dating is always secondary. It's relationship to self first. And so we have live interactive video rooms. Everything with us is live interactive video. So there's no posting, there's no metrics, there's no it's not courses or anything else. It's all live interactive video. We have video rooms. What we're doing is we're building 24/7 live interactive video rooms. We're not there. We will scale there. We will grow there. But we do
Mhm.
have over 20 live interactive rooms every week. Every day, there's 3 to 5 live rooms. We have coaches and teachers all around the world who hold those rooms. They're not classes. They're not courses. They're conversations. We have teachers talking about mindset and transformation. We have rooms of self-care, rooms of self-love. We have sexuality. We have energy healers. We have spiritual rooms. We have a yoga room. We have breathwork rooms. I mean, it just goes on and on and on with the different types of rooms we have. But
Do I need to be single?
no,
Okay.
no. The singles community is secondary, but first and foremost is connection to self. So
Right.
people are building true community and connection inside our rooms. They're getting to know each other,
Mm-hmm.
but also themselves. I mean, our members have access right now to over $15,000 of personal growth coaching every month inside these rooms. They have access to all of the different rooms. They just jump in
Right.
and they get to see each other and hear each other and have real conversations with whoever is the coach or teacher of that hour in that room.
Okay, so I immediately have this image of a yoga studio, just so that's where my mind goes, and I feel a bit awkward. I feel awkward when I do yoga because I'm not that flexible. So I have this awkward thing in my mind. So help me out. So I go into one of those rooms. It's like a classroom where people meet, or am I always one on one, or how does it look like?
What we're talking about right now is group rooms.
Right.
It's not a classroom. It's not Zoom. We have our own technology we built, so it looks and feels different than anything you've been in. It's a very comfortable environment, but we
Okay.
can see each other. We can hear each other like we can now. But people would
Yeah.
be all in the room, and people just start to open up and have real conversations. And whatever the topic is for that hour, that's the focus.
Right.
Yeah.
And the coach is like just making sure everything flows, or
They're holding the space to kind of lead the conversation for that hour.
okay. So are there more women than men?
There's more women than men. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
I'm just thinking because I loved all the topics you talk about, but I know when I discuss some of those topics with my love, he kind of checks out. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, personal growth and personal development is a $35 billion industry. So there's
mhm,
plenty of men who value what we're talking about, but it's definitely not for everybody, and I didn't want it to be for everybody.
no, you need to be distinctive.
100%.
Yeah. So we're now in 2021. How many members do you have right now?
We just launched this part of it about a month and a half ago. We're a couple hundred members in right now.
Okay. And and are they all from all over the world?
They are from all over the world. The majority is US based, but we do have members in many different parts of the world also.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is my, from a business perspective. Oh, let me first, when you want to check it out, when you want to connect with Jason, go to xxoconnect.com. That's where they can find you and connect with you, right?
That's a great place to connect with me. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, but then from a business perspective, I'm always eager because I still find 1 million like a heck of a number. And you sure it was 1 million lives that set the download, not $1 million? Just checking.
I don't know if I can say this, but I don't give a fuck about $1 million. Like it doesn't get me off.
Okay, good.
I could care less about $1 million.
You just really, it's all about the transformation for you. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you go from a couple of hundreds to a couple of million? Well,
Energetic tidal wave. I'm
okay.
creating an energetic tidal wave. So I'm taking the energy of everybody who's become part of our team, and we
Yeah,
have, I think, 17 people now, part of our XXO internal team,
yeah,
and we're all building this out together. And when you can take the energy of everybody else, you can create that shift and create what I call an energetic tidal wave.
I
You
like that.
remember, this has not been created. So the next part of what we're talking about now is also for the singles part of this.
Mm-hmm.
Is we have live interactive singles rooms. Each
Right.
one is led by we have a team of XXO conscious sex, love, and relationship coaches who are in every one of those rooms, holding the space for the singles part of that. That is building out. We're actually going to have a dedicated room for every state as this thing builds. And we also have an app. So it's a one-on-one video chat app exclusive to our members. So also outside of the group, then they can share in a more personal one-on-one conversation with somebody as well.
But it's not then one-on-one with a coach, right? It's one-on-one with whoever you fancy or want to meet.
The rooms are all group rooms, but then you have access to our app where you have access to every member, and
Yeah,
you can share in a one-on-one conversation that way.
right.
Yeah.
And then is it still the idea and I know that I'm maybe asking a lot of dumb questions, but if we talk about an online dating platform, and I know you think online dating is bullshit, but this is
Yeah.
still somewhere in my mind.
Mhm.
I'm thinking about, okay, so I go online, I see, oh, I like Jason, he's got the same interests as me. He's also into personal development. So I'm trying to hook up with him. But that's not what's happening, right?
You're talking dating app. You just looked at a profile.
Yeah.
Your behavior was a profile. We don't have profiles. We don't have swiping. We don't have matching. The
Okay.
first time you're meeting somebody is
Yeah.
actually a conversation. Imagine such a simple concept of not having to swipe for years and go through DMs and back and forth for for women who have to get like these dick pics and everything else to get to a conversation. I mean, it's crazy, right? To think of how simple this is of just human connection. Like just I can see you and I can have a conversation with you.
But how do I then know whether I like you? I mean, through the conversation, but then it's like when you walk. So
How do you know you like me now? And I don't mean like this, but you and I are in a room, and even if there was more people in the room, we're having a conversation.
yeah, true.
There's no like you and I are having a conversation. That's how people get to know each other. They don't get to know each other. We're not profiles. We're people. And so I don't know about you. I get to know people by having a real conversation with
True.
them.
Yeah,
Right?
and being open
Yeah.
and vulnerable. Yeah.
You got it. That's it. And it's being open, it's being vulnerable, it's creating that intimate environment. But also, we're still doing the inner work together. We're still doing so to me, there's nothing more attractive than for the partner of them doing the inner work. Like that's attractive of them who they value wellness and personal growth. So we're all doing this work together. We're getting to know each other. We're getting to know ourselves in the rooms. And then we can reach out and also have a one-on-one conversation too. It's all about real conversation.
And I would see you first in the group room.
You would see me in the group room.
Right. And then I'm like, okay, I feel a connection, or I want to understand more about you, and we're just going to have a conversation. But it doesn't always have to be leading to somewhere, because I can imagine wanting to have a conversation with someone without feeling the need to strike up a relationship. I just want to connect.
I love what you said that. What we do, the way we're doing this, it removes the pressure of dating.
Right. I get that. Yeah.
And so even if, let's say, you and I met in one of the group rooms and I reached out and we had a what, like now we're one-on-one.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a romantic connection, but still I'm surrounded by like-minded people who are supporting, they're all supporting each other. They're building true community. They're building true connection. We could maintain a great friendship regardless of if it's going to go somewhere or not. Yeah. It's very different. They're building community inside community, if that makes any sense.
It makes a lot of sense to me, but I'm a bit like mind blown, and in a way, how do you say it, in awe, because it actually, having gone through some stuff myself.
Yeah.
I was actually sending someone a message today apologizing for my shyness, because I can be very shy. And as much as I'm okay with it, it's not always conveying the right message, because people could take it the wrong way and thinking you're arrogant and don't want to speak to them. And it was really just shyness that I kind of choked. It wasn't anything serious as well. It was just someone I met on the playground of my daughter's school. But still, I was like, I just want to have a connection. And I sent her a message saying, sorry, my shyness got up with me. And I was like, oh, fuck, am I really saying this? But I thought, yes, I'm really doing this, because I know some people take it the wrong way. And I really love that your platform is gonna kind of help these awkward conversations. But I'm also thinking, my God, people will really, like you say, have to be okay with themselves and okay with that, because so much, if you're talking about dating, it's and that's why I think a lot of people are still swiping. It becomes quite basic, quite sexual, quite easy, and then it's not a true connection. It's more wham bam, thank you, ma'am, so to say.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
I credit our team, all of the coaches, all of the teachers, our XXO directors, Jody and Taya, who are doing amazing things they figured out a way to create this perfect environment for our members where they're so far removed from any noise and distraction that they're comfortable. And even when they're not, they're so supported by others that they start to open up. And we always have these breakthrough moments in our rooms. And I mean, it's wild watching the transformation of some of our members just in the past couple months. And I can't wait to see in the big picture of things. I say that we're here to accelerate human connection. Yeah. And that's what we're doing. The time that we waste on dating apps, or just, I say that I don't believe in time, I believe in energy. And so if you can manage your energy, you can manipulate time. If you can manipulate time, you can accelerate human connection. And so when people come into XXO and they have access to all of these coaches and teachers and community, and they're doing the work, but it's also fun. People forget that doing transformation can be fun also. And our members having fun. And so when they're doing that and bypassing all of the noise and distraction, you're accelerating human connection. You're getting there much faster. You and I jumped right on. We could see each other. We could have wasted I mean, just forget dating. We could have wasted how much time going back and forth in LinkedIn, 1 or 2 sentences at a time to get to know each other. You
Yeah.
and I jumped right into a video conversation.
Yeah.
Within a few months, we were getting to know each other. So that's the difference. You can accelerate human connection if you can create the right type of environment for everybody.
So I totally get it, and I totally love it. Why then still saying it's dating? Why still that aspect where I think it's more, for me, the way it comes across, it's so much more. Is that then kind of the hook to get people in, or why is that?
Well, you're saying dating, but we're not a dating platform. We do have a singles community,
Right.
but we don't put it as, it's not online dating.
Okay. But there was an element of, or did I? You're talking. Is it just connection? And did my mind go to dating? Maybe, might be.
You're going to dating. We have a singles community. We have a team of conscious sex, love, and relationship coaches who talk about dating and relationships and everything else with our members. And yes, there will be people who start to date out of it. It's a singles community also. But our focus is not on dating. Our focus is on dating yourself.
Right.
Our focus is on relationship to self first.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to all dating apps are to meet somebody else. But they miss the whole point of many of them don't have the relationship to self. They haven't accepted themselves. They don't have a healthy relationship to self yet. And so they need that validation and attention. They need that acceptance from others. It's an addiction. It's a casino. That's how they're built. They did a great job. They know what they're doing with online dating apps. And they're not going away. I wanted to create not the alternative, but the new standard of dating. The future of dating is personal growth first, relationship to self first. So that's kind of when you're hearing dating, it's there.
Yeah. I hear you. But you're still saying that the other online dating apps, so more the meatpacking districts, let's call them that, that they're gonna exist still?
They're not. Online dating is not going away.
Hmm.
It's a $5 billion. As I said, there's 240 million users. So we don't have users. We have members.
Right.
But and yes, there's many people who have great stories and have met people out of online dating, and I get that. Of course, they're going to. But overall, when you ask person after person, especially people who are single who value wellness and personal growth, they're completely frustrated with using the apps. It's not their energy. It's not where they want to be anymore, but there is nothing else to do. And so they don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And we put the two big industries together. We put, dating, but also personal growth and development is first and foremost is how our platform is built.
And then, because I'm in the Netherlands, right? So I speak a lot in English, but I have a lot of people around me who struggle with English. And you want to build, or you are already building, a global engagement. Is it going to be in different languages, or how do I see that?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure yet. Yeah. I mean, I know that we have on our team, two of our teammates are in Canada, and we'll be building out this in Canada also.
Right.
And we have some other we have some teammates in other different countries. So yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly how it's going to go yet.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it is you don't always have to know if I had an answer for you now, then I would have already waited too long to build this out.
I hear you.
To me, I can figure things out in real time. I can make decisions. I will make bad decisions. That's okay. I'm not worried about it.
I hear you. So I'm also thinking that this is really, if you look at what's happening in the world right now, right, with COVID, everybody working from home, and they want to be, there's a lot of discussions now that the offices are going to disappear and people can work from anywhere. So they all go into the Bahamas to swim with pigs and then also work with their laptop before they understand that that actually really doesn't work because you can't see with your laptop in the sun. But anyway, you get my point, right?
Yeah.
I think it's really what your platform is going to do is not just the world of working, making it more global, but the world of connecting, making it more global. I
We
really
set
like it a lot.
we set out to restore connection to humanity.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, so
And I will say the future too is we will be doing live in-person retreats. We'll have live events as membership builds in different parts of the country and the world eventually. But we will host like weekend retreats and different events where all of our team will go down, and whatever members happen to be in that area, it'll be just like an in-person event also.
nice.
Yeah.
I love the idea. Right. So we could talk for this for a long time. I'm pretty sure, and most likely we will. But I've got like, what is it, 4 or 5 minutes left. So tell me, what is the one thing we didn't talk about? We still need to discuss before we close the show for today.
I would say if anybody is currently using dating apps, please just go delete them and go right to xxoconnect.com where we can have real conversations.
Right.
Yeah, and even for those who aren't, we have an amazing community. You literally have access to over $15,000 of personal growth coaching every single month, not to mention all of the amazing members and everybody else. They're not pre-recorded videos or courses. You're in live interactive video rooms. It's such a different type of environment.
Is it addictive?
Is it addictive? In a good way, it's addictive. I think addiction can be a healthy thing when yeah.
Right. So you've got members that pop up every time.
Well, so many people, when you value wellness and personal growth, you live a different type of a lifestyle. And so not every coach and teacher that we have with XXO is going to resonate with everybody. And
True.
that's okay. And I get that too. And they get that too. It's just,
It can't be.
but people love going to the rooms. They love the feeling of being, like I like hanging out with people. I like connection. I love connection. I love community. And so when I can be in groups and hanging out with people, it's just like, do you like hanging out with your friends? Is that like an addiction? Like, isn't that so? But I think there's such thing as a healthy addiction also.
Right. But it's all online though, right?
It is all online, yes. But it's not, there's no swiping, there's no posting. It's not what you think of online behavior.
Hmm.
To me, I don't know if you can say addicting or not, but I'm loving this conversation with you. I could talk to you forever. To me, I love connection. And so for those who do, and then on top of that, when you're actually going inward and working on yourself and doing it in a very different supportive environment, there's something to that. We're here to better ourselves. We're here to push humanity forward, not swipe it backwards.
I like that a lot. Yeah. Even though I didn't do the swiping myself, I totally have heard so much about it that it's very unattracting to me. Yeah. I hear you. Okay. So Jason, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really valued the conversation. Everybody go to xxoconnect.com to connect with Jason, to connect with other people, to truly connect. You don't have to be single. But you do have to be interested in personal development, right?
Yeah.
And
we have people at all different stages. We have somebody she's 68 years old who joined a few months ago, just really diving now into her personal growth and transformation journey. And it's unbelievable what's happening, but it's never too late. No. We have people at all different ages, but it's never too late. We have people who are just starting. We have people somewhere in the middle. We have people who have been in this world for years. And so it doesn't matter where you are, come where you are.
I love that. And also, I mean, personal development never stops. It doesn't matter what age you are.
It's a lifelong journey.
Yeah. There's always a next level. Yeah. I hear you. Okay, great. Jason, thank you so much. For everybody watching, see you again, same time, same place tomorrow. And you are amazing. Don't you forget about it. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.